Hello.
Hello, is this Kathy Foster?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Kathy. This is Dustin from KMSU. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm here with my co-host, Ton.
Hey, how you
Cool.
doing?
Good.
I hope you knew that we were calling you.
Yes, I did.
I got about
Okay.
26 emails from Maggie.
Cool.
There was
Very
there's some heavy-duty drama going on today, I guess. So
Oh, yeah?
that's what she said.
Oh.
We were kind of worried. We didn't know if you knew or what, or if we would just be like calling you at random.
Oh, no, I know.
Hey, Kathy, what's up?
Maggie's a professional.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kept emailing her a bunch of questions about time zones, and she was getting pissed. And so,
I'd get pissed at
Not
you
that
too.
hard to figure out.
yeah, we got it now.
Oh man.
So is it cool if we ask you a few questions?
Sure.
All right. Okay, well, I want to start out and ask you exactly how the Thermals got formed, because I know you did a lot of stuff with Hutch Harris before that, and I don't know if you'd say it had more of a folk sound, but it was definitely different than the Thermals. How did you guys go about forming that?
Well, Hutch and I had made the Hutch and Kathy record, and that was like 2000 or 2001, and we spent like a year making it. We just recorded it ourselves we both have reel-to-reel 8 tracks, so we would just go back and forth between our houses and record it, and we just took our time with it and writing the songs and stuff, and so it took us like a year to finish it. And then, so it was kind of a reaction to that, that Hutch made all the Thermal songs that ended up being the first record, because the first record is just him playing everything, and he recorded it himself on the cassette 4-track. And so it was just like a fun project for him. He wanted to like just write songs in a different way than we had been, like just writing songs super quick. Like most of those songs he wrote and recorded within like a day or two. And so just like writing it and recording it really fast, and then also making it, like noisy and blown out and fast, and just something different than what we had been doing. And then he just started giving those songs to friends, passing them around on CDs and stuff, and people were just loving it in town. And like really quickly it made its way to Sub Pop, because our friend Ben that was playing with us, or we hadn't even formed the band yet, but he was friends of ours, and he was friends with Ben Gibbard from Death Cab, and Ben was doing the Postal Service record with Sub Pop at the time, so Ben Gibbard got really into it, and then he gave it to people at Sub Pop, and they were listening to it in the office and really getting into it. And at that time, Hutch and I were on tour with the Hutch and Kathy record, and we got an email from Sub Pop, like, what's up with the Thermals? And we're like, oh my God! And so we're like, I guess we need to form a band to play these songs, because at that time it was just Hutch's 4-track project. So then we got home from that tour, and then like immediately started a band to play those songs, and it was me and Hutch and Jordan Hudson, who played drums, and Ben Barnett, who was playing guitar. And at first Hutch was just singing and not playing guitar. And then we played a couple shows in Portland, and then went to Seattle and played a couple shows. And then after that, Sub Pop wanted to sign us. It was just kind of funny that before that, Hutch and I had been playing in bands for a few years together, and making recordings and sending out demos, and trying to get people to listen to our music. And then the one thing that we put the least effort into is the thing that took off.
Yeah.
And then we just kept going from there. It's been awesome.
So did you think the Thermals were going to last past the first album that you guys put together, or was it just meant to be sort of another side project?
I mean, once we signed with Sub Pop, we were in it to win it, because it was a contract for 3 records. So we knew we were going to make at least 3 records.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were all super into it, and I mean, I don't think any of us look too far into the future at any point. So just kind of go with it and just have fun with it. But I'm glad that it's lasted so long.
Has your writing process changed at all, or are you still whipping out songs on a daily basis?
We've gotten back to whipping them out. It's been like a evolving growing process. Because the first record, Hutch it was all Hutch, and then we formed the band, and then the second record was more collaborative, but it was still like Hutch writing a lot of the songs, and then a couple of them we would like write together, and then the second record came together pretty quick. I remember we went into the studio, not thinking that we were recording a whole record because we didn't have enough songs, but then we ended up writing and recording a few more songs while we were in the studio, so that we ended up making a whole record for the second record. And then the third record was after Jordan left the band, so it was just me and Hutch, and we didn't have any other drummers in mind at the time, and so we just decided that I would play drums, because all the bands I was in with Hutch before the Thermals, I played drums. Drums was the first instrument I learned. So we just went back to that way of writing songs, and the Body, the Blood, the Machine took like a year or something, because it was just the two of us writing all the songs, and we wanted to like really grow on that record. And so we just spent a lot of time like working on the songs and trying them in all different kinds of ways, like different styles of playing, and we made demos and just kind of went over the songs a bunch of times to find the right way to write them and find the way that we like the songs the best, to sound the best. And then we had to work everything out in advance of going in the studio, since it was just the two of us, to make the most of our time in the studio. We had all the parts worked out, so we really spent a lot of time on the demos. And then that happened the same way for the second record, because we had a drummer that toured with us on the Body of Blood the Machine, but then we went back to writing as a duo for the fourth record, Now We Can See. So we pretty much did it the same way, where the two of us would get together, Hutch play guitar, I play drums. And it was super collaborative. Like on both of those records, we just really wrote the songs together and just jammed a lot and worked out all the parts together. And so yeah, we spent a lot of time on the demos, working out all the parts before we went to the studio, so we wouldn't be wasting any time. And then, so now that we have Weston, he's been playing with us for 2 years, and we really love him. We just got to work writing songs with him at the beginning of last year, 2009, because he came in right after Now We Can See, so we were touring on that record, and then in between we would write songs here and there and on tour. So we wrote about half the record throughout the year, and then we were just touring a lot last year. And then at the end of our touring in October, we got to work writing the rest of the records. We had set aside November to write all months, and then had our studio time scheduled for December. So we just spent November writing like every day, and we wrote like half the record in November, which was pretty quick for us. We hadn't done that in a few years. But it made it a lot easier just having Weston and being able to play as a full band and not like just as two people and then having to fill in the parts on the 4-track or whatever. So yeah, we were able to write songs really quickly, and we wanted to go back to writing that way and not like spending a lot of time with the songs, because it can be really fun to write songs that way, and you end up like kind of liking them more because it's more spontaneous, and you don't think about it too much, and you're not analyzing it and like rewriting stuff over and over. So a lot of the songs, and my brain works slower than Hutch's brain. Like Hutch is like really hyper, and it just seems like he can process his thoughts a lot faster, and I'm more mellow and like really think about what I'm playing a lot. So it was really fun writing in November. But we had this like back and forth funny thing where he was like, roaring ahead, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Like I would always have to like think about what I'm playing and think about how the song's coming together, and do I like it or do I not like it. So it was a fun process. And it was exciting to get these songs written so quickly and then record them, and then it just makes it really fun to listen to them once they're done over and over, because you're not that familiar with them. So yeah, it's been a journey of songwriting over the years. It's really fun to get more and more collaborative on it.
You're not playing drums on the new album then, right?
Right. Yeah, Weston's
Okay.
playing drums. I had to hold myself back a lot.
So he's an official member of the group then from...
Yeah, totally,
Okay.
totally. Yeah, we all get along really well. We're just, like, always hanging out all the time. We just always joke about it. 'Cause, like, we'll just go out somewhere, like, to a show, but then it'll just be us three hanging out the whole time.
Does he carry your bags
Talking.
and stuff because he's the new guy?
No,
He's
no.
got to restring the bass and stuff.
He's not so new anymore. It's been 2 years. So I don't make him do any of that grunt work anymore. He's earned his place.